Hi traders, in today's video I am going to show you a simple trick that I started to use a while ago with the Bollinger Bands indicator, and after I am showing you this simple trick and strategy with the Bollinger Bands, I will show you a 10-year test result that I just did with this simple strategy. And of course it is not optimized and it is not tweaked yet, so it is not perfect, but it is a great starting point in my opinion. Let's just start. Most traders are using the Bollinger Bands in the wrong way in my opinion, and I am going to show you how you should actually use it if you want to be profitable with it. The issue with the use of the Bollinger Bands with most traders is that they try to, for example, sell here when the Bollinger Bands like upper band, the price is crossing the Bollinger Bands upper band, they are selling here, and they are buying when, for example, the Bollinger Bands lower band is here and the price is crossing below the Bollinger Bands lower band. And the issue is that you get so many false signals, and it might seem that with a good money management system it is going to be profitable, but I have tested, like, I think at this point more than 100 strategies with the Bollinger Bands, and it never works long term, like in a 10 years time period. So this is just one simple solution that I want to tell you, but I want it to be a little bit more visible in this test. Yes, it is better this way, and the key is, and I have tested it for 10 years and even 20 years on multiple pairs, and this is always working better. Don't use the default length, which is 20 period, because the 20 period length is just too small. You have too many false signals, as you can see it here. Just one more thing before we go to the next step. If you see like the 15-minute chart, take a look at how many unnecessary trades you are going to have. And it is not good, because even if you have a complex strategy, this many false signals are going to destroy your actual strategy that would be good and valuable. And this is the reason why the Bollinger Bands can't be really used with the 20 length. And instead the 20 length, I highly recommend for you to use the 80 length. And I tested this for some time, and if you are using the 80 length, it gives so much better and more reliable signals, because it doesn't have as many false signals. And with this I want to tell you that, for example, here at many places with the 20 period you would have false buy and sell entry signals. And with the 80 period, if you combine it with a great trend indicator, like for example the ADX, you can actually have a very good strategy. And of course I recommend to use it as a high risk to reward ratio strategy instead of a high win rate strategy. So for example, if your stop loss is not dynamic, it is a fixed pip amount, I would say I would use like a 30 pip stop loss or 40 pip stop loss, and even a 150 pip take profit or dynamic exit as well. And based on my testings, the best way to use this is if you add a ADX to the strategy. And I don't really recommend to use the basic ADX, which is the 14 period ADX, but I recommend to use a 100 period ADX and 100 length ADX, because based on my research, that is working so much better and more reliable. And when you are using the 100 length ADX, you have a much smoother curve, and also you don't have so many false signals. And I know that I am saying this I've said this a couple of times now, but it is so important, because if you know anything about testing, I'm always automating my strategies, and I'm always testing every one of my strategies. And so I've tested thousands of strategies, and I have to tell you that most of them fail at the too many noise. When you have great trades, you have like multiple 100 pip profitable trades, but then you have 20 trades that each costs you like 20 pips, then you are not profitable. And this is why filtering is so important, and it is just the most important factor. I also highly recommend one more thing, and that is to only trade, only carry, only hold one trade at once per currency pair. It is going to give you a higher probability and a higher win rate, actually, based on all my testings. Let's see the ADX values. Of course, you can use many values for the ADX, and values that are completely based on your own style. But I recommend, like for this particular strategy that I tested now, I used a 100 period and 100 length ADX that is above 8, and I just set the strategy to when the price is crossing above the Bollinger Bands lower band. So basically I put my head down here. So basically, let's say for example here, and at the same time, as I said, when the ADX is above 8, then I'm taking a long position, and when the Bollinger Bands, like here is the upper band, and when the price is crossing below the Bollinger Bands upper band, then I'm closing my trade, and it is this simple. And of course I'm using a stop loss, which is in this case 40 pips, and it is a pretty nice trade from here to here. I hope this video is useful for you, and now I am just showing you what kind of result I got from the testing. It is nothing crazy, because as I told you, it is not an optimized strategy, but it is 10 years of data, as you can see it here, and it is pretty good for 10 years of data. I tested it on the 4-hour time frame, and I planned to further test it and add more indicators to it maybe, and see if it can pass 20 years of testing without optimization. We are going to see, because so far, the number of pairs that it can trade is very limited, of course, because it's just a simple strategy based on a simple idea, but it definitely has potential. I like to be transparent. It has 22% drawdown. Like in 10 years, it had 300% gain. The risk to reward ratio is actually pretty good. The largest profitable trade is almost 3 times, or it's 3 times the largest loss trade. And with this, the 50% win rate is very good. Of course, we could increase that. I see it. And if you are interested in these kind of videos where I'm just showing some tricks and tips, let me know in the comments, because I love to do this actually. And for me, in my development of my EAs, these are very, very important parts, and maybe these small snippets of information can be useful for you as well. I just want to add one more thing, is I highly recommend to also place a take profit as well, and besides the dynamic exit. For this, like a 3 times the stop loss take profit. So in this case, like a 120 pip take profit for our 40 pip stop loss. And I also recommend to use a minimum amount of pips or hours or minutes parameter before you can close the trade with the dynamic exit, because it can save you from losses over and over again. And of course, it is mainly for robotic trading. If you are trading manually, then you don't have to add this minutes or pips parameter. So I hope this video was interesting for you. And if you have any questions about it, just let me know in the comments. Ciao.